Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down big ideas into clear, actionable insights. Today, we're diving into Brendon Burchard's The Millionaire Messenger, and it's all built on this one really powerful idea, that your life experience, your story, it's not just valuable, it could actually be the foundation for a truly meaningful and, a very prosperous career.
So this single question is pretty much at the heart of the entire book. It's the first of 3 questions a 19-year-old Brendon Burchard asked himself in the moments he was absolutely certain were his last. See, he was a passenger in a car, speeding down a dark road when everything changed in an instant.
The car just spun off the road, flipping violently through the air. And as he was trapped in the wreckage, his life flashed before his eyes. But here's the crazy part. It wasn't some highlight reel of all his accomplishments. Nope, it was a series of small moments with the people he loved. And it left him with this just crushing sense of regret.
Somehow, he survived. He was bloodied, but he was alive. And from that moment forward, these 3 questions became his compass. He basically decided he wasn't going to live by accident anymore. He was going to build a life of intention, of purpose, of meaning, so that if that moment ever came again, he'd have some really good answers.
That near-death experience sparked this huge realization for him. He understood that our struggles, our lessons, our stories, they aren't just for us. They're like a roadmap that can help other people navigate their own journeys. And right there, in that idea, he saw a path to not only make a difference, but also to make a living.
Burchard calls this the expert industry. You know this world. It's full of authors, speakers, coaches, and all kinds of online creators. But here's the thing. These aren't necessarily huge celebrities. A lot of the time, they are just everyday people who found a way to package what they know into valuable advice that actually helps others succeed.
And right here, this is the question that stops most of us in our tracks. It's that little voice of doubt in your head, right? The one that says, "Who am I to teach anyone anything?" Well, Burchard argues that this whole way of thinking is based on a total misunderstanding of what being an expert even means.
He breaks it down into 3 simple paths. First, you could be a results expert. That just means you've been there, done that. You've gotten a result other people want. Or maybe you're a research expert. You've just dug in and studied a topic more than the average person. And finally, you could be a role model, someone people just trust and look up to. See? You don't need to be the world's #1 authority. You just need to be a few steps ahead of the people you want to help.
So, okay, let's say you've embraced your unique expertise. What's next? Well, Burchard doesn't just leave you with the theory. He gives you a really practical framework for building an actual business around it. It's a 10-step plan for turning your message into a real enterprise. Now, while his full plan has 10 steps, they all pretty much boil down to this 4-part journey. First, you have to define. Get super clear on your specific message and, just as important, the specific audience that needs to hear it. Next, you create a real solution for them, not just an idea, but a tangible product like a course or a book. Then, you build your platform, your own little home on the internet where people can find you. And finally, you promote, getting your message in front of the right people through marketing and smart partnerships.
And what's so essential to grasp here is that this isn't about just crossing your fingers and hoping people find you. No way. It's a structured, repeatable process for turning your passion into a real business, one that can actually reach people and make an impact.
But how does this all translate into a business that, pays the bills? That's where the money map comes in. Burchard is adamant that making a difference and making a great living are absolutely not mutually exclusive.
Okay, a number like this might seem intimidating, maybe even a little unbelievable. But the path to 7 figures isn't about selling $1 million $1 items. Burchard shows it's really about creating a handful of high-value programs and serving a dedicated, but not necessarily massive, audience. This is where the whole idea really clicks. $1 million business is suddenly deconstructed from some abstract dream into a simple math problem. I mean, look at the numbers. Selling just 1 audio program a day, getting 100 people into a subscription, and finding only 15 high-level coaching clients, that can get you there. All of a sudden, it starts to feel achievable, right?
So the strategy behind these numbers is what Burchard calls a value ladder. It's pretty simple. Someone might start with a lower-priced product, and as they get results and build trust, they climb that ladder to your higher-level offerings like seminars or coaching. The key is just to serve your audience at every single stage of their journey with you.
This quote, it gets to the absolute heart of the philosophy. Focus on service first.
The income is just a byproduct of the difference you make. When you genuinely solve problems for people, they are more than happy to pay for that solution.
But you know, beneath all the strategies, all the blueprints, and the financial models, there's something way more fundamental. The entire thing rests on a single act of courage, trusting that your voice is actually worth hearing.
To illustrate this, he shares this powerful story about a student named Sarah. She was so petrified of public speaking that she failed his class because she didn't show up for her assigned speeches. And yet, she kept attending, inspired. Finally, she asked for one last chance to speak, even knowing she'd already failed. She got up to the podium terrified. She stumbled, she paused, but her classmates encouraged her. And then, something just clicked. She found her flow and delivered her speech. When she finished, the whole class gave her this spontaneous, heartfelt standing ovation. And with tears in her eyes, she just whispered to Burchard, "I found my voice."
Sarah's story just reveals the core lesson here, doesn't it? Her speech wasn't perfect, but that didn't matter. The audience wasn't grading her performance. They were celebrating her courage. They were moved because she found the strength to share her voice at all.
And that really brings us to the final question. Your message doesn't need to be perfect. Your story doesn't have to be all polished up. It just needs to be shared. Because in a world of turmoil and transition, someone, somewhere, is waiting to hear it from you.